This is our new channel, RV Travel and Living. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is where today we're going to talk about living in an RV. Can you live in an RV for extended periods of time? I'm here in the Philippines, so excuse the noise. Can you live there for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years? We're going to talk about that today briefly. Many guys out there today are living in an RV, been living in it for 20 years plus. And I'm talking about traveling the country and living that way. Van lifestyle, things like that. Living in an RV, it can happen, yes. There are many people out there that are doing it and been doing it for a long time. Well, eventually, will you want to find another place to live? Some cases, yeah. I would say after a period of time, you're going to get tired. You're going to get tired of traveling, tired of fighting for places to stay in or live, tired of just life in general, tired of the highways, tired of setting up and pulling down every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending if you're boondocking or not, or maybe in an RV park, which is fine. And you've been there for years, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with living however you want to live when you want to live it. There's just nothing wrong with that. People sometimes maybe question why people want to do something like that. Well, you know what? Until you've done it, it's an eye opener. It was an eye opener for me. Until I did it, I was scared. Making that decision whether I should go up down the highway and boondock at that particular time. I enjoyed it. I couldn't wait to go back out again. I had a job, and I just couldn't wait to go back out. I said, I wish I could do this full time. If I had enough money, hey, it's about taking care of yourself, you know. If you had enough money to take care of myself, if I had some type of income, I wonder what I could do, you know. And my brain would think and think and think, what can I do to make extra money to have this type of lifestyle? I can't wait till I retire, you know. But really, overall, it was a decision for me to come here in the Philippines. It was the best decision I made, and ever made. Really, it changed my life. But we're going to go back in type of living in RVs. A lot of you guys already know. But it's about having a sense of freedom. It gives me a sense of freedom. I would do it here. They're just not set up for it. I mean, you can't even find a restroom. When you need a restroom, you have to pull off the road here and use the restroom. It's not something that I don't think they'll ever be set. Maybe 20 years from now, maybe. They might be set here in the Philippines. But the country itself is still the Wild Wild West. So. But really, in U.S., yes, you can. And yes, there are many guys doing it and been doing it. Sorry, I had to pause that a minute, so I had to sneeze. I have friends that are just, they live in an RV, some are living in a travel trailer, some are boondocking out in the desert, they're just all over the place. There's a site called Boondockers. There's 3,000 places you can stay. It's at people's homes. People will share their house to you. They're a lot of times RVer themselves, and they'll share their spots with you so you can boondock and take it easy. And they're not going to let you stay, you know, a week or 2 or 3, but they'll let you overnight, things like that. If you're in a rush, you're going through and want to save a couple of bucks, you can do that. I mean, they're just normal people. Some have a small RV park. Some of the guys have small RV parks that they maintain like 10 slots. It's on their property, and they do that accordingly and just charge whatever. But yeah, there's things you can do. A lot of people are staying at the casinos. A lot of people are staying in the truck stops. I think it's Love's Truck Stops is starting their own RV service now, which if you're wanting to, stay overnight in an RV at the truck stop, you can. They're doing tests now there in Louisiana, where they're based. So, that's a positive thing. And that's opened up a lot of doors. That'll open it up. I know truckers don't like RVers because they end up taking up all the spots for the truckers at the truck stops. But most RVers respect that, and they won't take a spot up. They'll move to another site or way off or go down further or not really take up the spots. I say some are rude that way, but I think overall you'll find that they're pretty nice. But I do want to say, yes, you people are doing it. They're living in an RV year-round and been living in an RV year-round for years. Some just have their Social Security and they're living in an RV and a Social Security or a car. or van or bus or whatever, and parking it wherever they can. So yes, there's opportunity there. I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos, and thank you so much for coming on, and thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us today. We appreciate it. Ruth and I do. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, we have some turkeys. I don't know if you see my turkey back there. See him? Gobble, gobble. He is gobble, gobble. All right. Thank you so much.